Welcome to Counselor's Manual for eMango Career Guidance Report. eMango is a technology-driven platform for education management and career guidance. Our psychometric assessments are reliable and valid. The tests are fun to do and yet scientifically grounded, so our reports are also meticulous, clear, and easy to understand. eMango reports help you to provide detailed and smart solutions to your clients to reach their potential. Here is how eMango Counselor Manual makes you a better professional. Learn how to use the reports to enhance your credibility as a professional. Convince the client about the scientific procedure you have used to suggest the best fit career for them. Gain trust and confidence of client and parents of the client. eMango Counselor Manual will help you to analyze the client's test results, interpret the client's test results, explain the client the report in detail, suggest the best fit careers for the client. Let's look at the structure of Career Guidance Report. The report summary, best fit careers, and the detailed report is the sequence of the report. In the report summary, you will find the aptitude score, interest score, and the RIASEC code. The best fit career section tells you which careers are best suited for the client. The detailed report will have two sections, an aptitude profile and the interest profile. How to read the report? Start with the detailed report section first. Look at the aptitude scores and the graphs. Look at the RIASEC scores and the graphs. Next, read the report summary and the graphs to your client. In the end, read out the best fit careers of your client to him or her and explain in detail. Let's look at the detailed report. The detailed report consists of two sections, aptitude profile and the interest profile. In the aptitude profile section, you will find three subsections, the verbal aptitude, numerical aptitude, and the logical aptitude. In the interest profile section, you will find the realistic, social, enterprising, investigative, conventional, and artistic interest of your client, along with suggested careers. Here is the aptitude profile section of the report. You will find details about the verbal, logical, and the numerical aptitude of your client. By aptitude, we mean the innate ability of a person to do or perform a given task. Verbal aptitude indicates a bent of mind to learn and master verbal information. If your client scores above average, high, or very high in this domain, you can suggest these careers as alternate options apart from the best fit careers. Logical and abstract thinking is the ability to find patterns and rules from a given set of abstract concepts. If your client scores average, high, or very high in this domain, you can suggest these careers as options apart from the best fit careers. Numerical aptitude indicates a bent of mind to learn and master the information presented in the form of numerical data. If your client scores above average, high, or very high in this domain, you can suggest these careers as alternate options apart from the best fit careers. However, make sure that you emphasize on the best fit careers and discuss them in detail before you suggest these alternate careers. Score range for aptitude. The aptitude graph of your client may look like this. Observe how far the bar is colored. The colored area indicates the score range, very low, low, moderate, high, or very high. In this example, the client has scored very high. Verbal aptitude. Explain to your client that you will be discussing each aptitude separately. explain to your client what verbal aptitude means. After observing the score range and graph carefully, say or read out the section as given under the verbal section of the detailed report. Here is an example. As you can see, the client has scored very high. The interpretation of the graph is given below. You can say the following. You have scored very high in the area of verbal aptitude. You love playing with words and working in the area where reading and writing is valued. You seem to have strong language skills and have been an early talker. You may perform better on verbal and general information tests and tests of English expression than mathematics. You are an avid storyteller and you look for precision when it comes to communication. This means that you may be adept at careers that require you to put your ideas forward in the form of written or verbal communication. You find it easy to express yourselves clearly and concisely. You have the ability to understand concepts and describe phenomena presented through words. You find it frustrating that others around you are unable to put their thoughts as clearly or with precision as you can. But just because you have the aptitude does not guarantee success. You need to constantly make efforts to improve yourself. This is your forte, so you might enjoy learning and working in the listed fields more than other people with different aptitudes. Numerical aptitude. After you explain to your client what numerical aptitude means, observe the score range and graph carefully. Here is an example of a person who has scored moderately in the numerical aptitude. The interpretation of a moderate score is given here. You can read and explain to your client in your own words or read out the section as given under the numerical aptitude section of the detailed report. For example, you can read out that you have scored average in the area of numerical aptitude. This means that you can consider careers that require you to work with interpreting, analyzing, and drawing out conclusions based on numbers. However, high-end calculations may seem daunting and frustrating to you. You like it, but thinking of doing something more interesting seems to play all the time in your mind. You have the ability to look at numbers and solve out mentally its solutions if given some time. If you are given numerical data to make decisions, you feel that you can handle if sufficient support is provided. You would rather have some work that is numerical in nature as well as something that requires you to solve problems by simply making relations logically and leave it at that. You can handle communicating well with others, writing and reading, so merely solving numerical problems by pondering about it the whole day seems to be boring to you. But many competitive examinations and careers that interest you may require basic mathematical and numerical solving. This will require you to improve your numerical aptitude. But you can improve. How? To develop this aptitude, solve multiple levels of mathematical problems and games and activities that involve mental calculations and inductive reasoning. Tease your brain with lots of brain games and join Olympiads. You might also be good at fields that do not require high quantitative abilities, like, for example, social science, arts, management, and helping people and running businesses. Logical aptitude. After you explain to your client what logical aptitude means, observe the score range and graph carefully. Here is an example of a person who has scored moderately in the logical aptitude. The interpretation of a moderate score is given here in the report. You can read and explain to your client in your own words or read out the section as given under the logical aptitude section of the detailed report. For example, you can see the scores here and see that this person has scored moderately. You may say to your client, you have scored average in the area of logical aptitude. You like writing and reading up to a level. However, a combination of learning and work from other fields might give you higher satisfaction. This means that you can consider careers that require you to identify relationships, connections between discrete ideas. However, engrossing yourselves with problem solving may not be very enjoyable to you. To find patterns and rules from a given set and think in abstract is not difficult for you. However, when it becomes extremely high level, you lose interest. You have the ability to draw conclusions based on a set of statements and detect the merits and demerits of those arguments. However, extreme abstractionism is frustrating to you. You can really improve in this. How? To develop this aptitude, solving Sudoku, mental ability tests, and games that involves careful observation and deductive reasoning may help. Tease your brain with lots of brain games or join technical debate clubs of your interest. This area is not your niche. However, you are very capable of handling it if it is required. You might also be good at fields that do not require high logical abstract thinking. For example, social science, arts, management, helping people and running businesses. You can handle communicating well with others, writing and reading. So merely solving problems by pondering about it the whole day may feel boring to you. But many jobs require you to be good at this aptitude. So you should develop this. A career line that also requires some logical abstract ability is like mathematics, science and law in combination with management science, which may be suitable for you. Let us learn about the interest profile section of the detailed report. What are interests? Interest predicts what will be people happy doing. Knowing your dominant interest is helpful in understanding the broader direction of career that leads you to success and lasting satisfaction. Now, let us understand the Riasic model before we look at how to interpret the Riasic code. Look at this picture. Each part represents one type of category of people who can be suggested occupation based on that type. Two of these would be most dominant and would represent the client's code. For example, a person can have a code of RI, which means realistic and investigative, or else SA, which means social and artistic, or else EC, which could be enterprising and conventional. People can have any two parts as their most dominant type. Realistic interest. People with realistic interest mostly prefer to toil in workshops outside and also are hands-on and practical. Generally, they love the outdoors involving physical activities rather than abstract ideas. That's why they are called doers. Investigative interest. People with investigative interests like working with ideas, plans, and solving problems, especially such as maths and science. People with investigative interests love to work alone and solve problems. They explore and understand things very differently. They operate mostly in offices, working alone and in small groups. Artistic interest. Artistic people tend to be creative and they love to create something new and unusual. They look at things and people from new eyes. It requires an individual to have artistic interest, to create original work and have good imagination. Social interest. People with social interest like being with people for the purpose of helping them or educating them. They prefer to help, teach, and counsel people more than engage in mechanical or technical activity. Enterprising interest. People with enterprising interest focus on increasing power, wealth, and material influence. They like persuading others, advocating for a cause, like being actively involved in achieving more. They have ambitious targets and high standards. People with enterprising interest mostly prefer directing and delegating work to others. Conventional interest. People with conventional interest focus on maintaining and nurturing the present state. They have clerical and mathematical abilities and like keeping things and people organized in a systematic manner. People with this interest mostly prefer to work outdoors or indoors and organize things. Score range for interest. The interest graph of your client may look like this. Observe how far the bar is colored. The colored area indicates the score range: very low, low, moderate, high, and very high. In this example, the client has scored very high. You will find graphs and related interpretation for all 6 interests, which you need to explain to your client after reading the section given under the interest section of the report. Here, let's take an example of the artistic interest. After looking at the graph, which indicates very high scores, you can say to your client, you have scored very high in this domain. This means you are very creative, original, and imaginative. You are a visualizer and seem to have great aesthetic sense. We should find what careers let you explore the artist within you and explore the world. Let's move to the report summary section of the report. Here, the definition of the aptitude is given and a short summary of the aptitude score is also shown. You can see in a single graph the numerical, logical, and the verbal aptitude of your client. You can also see in a single graph the realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional aspect of your client. In this example, you can see that the person has got high scores in artistic, social, and enterprising domains. So there is a high probability that the RIASIC code will be either social and enterprising or else artistic and social. The RIASIC code indicates the two most dominant interests of the client. In this example, SA is the RIASIC code of the client, indicating that he has scored high in social and artistic domains. Let's look at the best fit career section now. Here, the 10 best fit careers for the client is mentioned in no particular order or preference. Mention these to your client and refer to www.emango.global for each of these careers, the corresponding courses, exams, scholarships, and colleges to guide your client further. You can take up each career separately or guide the students to the web portal and ask them to look into each career themselves. For more details or clarification, contact us at www.emango.global.